Hey Timothy, how's it going?
Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no worries. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Busy.
That's good.
Things
That's
are
good.
starting to
Busy.
pick up. I'm
Yeah,
in the
busy.
bank. I'm in the office right now. So yeah, how about you?
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, just another Monday in the office as well, just looking at the laptop. But
That's great. That's great.
yeah, I guess before I jump into the service and sharing my screen here, going over the slides and whatnot, what we're doing for the current brokers and teams we're working with, just a couple of simple questions for you at the start, just to get a better understanding of where you're currently at in your career. I did some due diligence, but like I said, just to sort of get a better understanding. And then if you have any questions for me throughout, I'm just basically going to be rambling on, trying to keep your attention as best I can. So feel free to just interrupt me at any point in time and ask away.
Oh no, yeah, no worries, no worries.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'll share my screen here. How was the Monday so far? Just busy? Good weekend?
Yeah, I mean my weekends are mostly I go to open
Okay.
houses, and then Monday to Friday I kind of just structure any deals if I get any.
Okay.
So I mean I just started as a keep in mind I'm not a broker. I only work for one bank, so I represent BMO. I'm a specialist,
Okay.
um, and pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's how it is. I started quite recently, like about a month in now, so still
Okay.
doing
Nice.
a little bit of my training, but in the bank for mortgages in general, it's about almost 3 years, kind of.
Okay.
So yeah, most of the deals that I do are just Schedule One banks.
Okay.
So I don't do anything like private equity or Schedule Two or B lenders. So it's just pretty much all A lenders.
All A
Yeah,
lenders. Okay, nice. Awesome.
yeah,
And so yeah, I guess what's your current strategy then as far as so wait, you're not a broker, correct? You work for the bank?
yeah. I work for the bank. I work for BMO.
Okay, nice. And then you mentioned open houses. You're a
Yeah.
realtor as
So
well.
my strategy now is pretty much like I have a book of clients from before, so
Yeah.
utilize that network. I like just cold solicit. Like I'll go to open homes and then
Yeah.
just talk to realtors
Okay.
and then see if I can get anything there. And the bank themselves have leads generation lists too. So
Okay.
most likely I'll be calling those.
Okay, nice, nice. Makes sense. So that's kind of the current strategy then right now as far as marketing goes. Is there any organic posting on socials? Is there traditional ways of advertising you also
Yeah, so that's
houses?
something I'm dabbling into like a little bit.
Okay.
BMO has like all these like because we're a bank, so we have to stay compliant.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they have a social media team that just creates the content, and then I kind of just repost that and share that. That's
Okay.
what I'm allowed to do. I
Okay.
can't really um, do things by myself that isn't approved by them, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Yeah, no, I
I
work
can't
with
post anything. Yeah,
yeah, I work with someone that was with a bank prior, and you can't really do much as far as like posting short form video content and stuff like that. So we kind of stayed away from like the posting on content, but more so went into the advertising and whatnot.
pretty much. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can I can like do my personal brand,
Yeah.
but I like on my like page officially
Yeah.
that I'm affiliated with that like has all the BMO information on it. I
Mhm.
can only post BMO approved content.
Okay. Yeah, it
So
makes sense.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's kind of great, but like it like they draw the line very clear. But like I can on my own personal page, I can say
Yeah.
like this is what I do.
Mhm.
As long as I go like this is my own opinion and like doesn't affiliate with BMO or anything. But like on
Yeah.
my actual BMO like business like account, it
Yeah.
has to be content that basically they generate.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And how was 2022 for you? I know it was a different year for most, but as far as deals goes and just overall growth, I guess in general.
Yeah, I mean, before this, I was at TD Bank. I crushed it. Like,
Yeah.
I I just picked up the phone and dialed. Like, that's
Yeah.
my way of doing it.
I
So
like to hear that because it means you're willing to, actually put in the work and call
yeah,
individuals.
so it wasn't that difficult for me. Like, I think my targets were about what was it like? It was only like 15 million a year or something, like something very small because the market was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I still doubled it. So
That's
I was like,
crazy good. That's
okay,
awesome.
not
Yeah.
too worried.
Yeah, no, congrats on that. And then as far as scaling goes and whatnot, as far as I guess getting on this call in general, have you been actively looking to sort of like implement a marketing system or build the brand, build the personal brand, and just overall have your own sort of lead flow and your own, I guess, marketing system in a way? And then what are some of your goals, if any, for 2023 as far as what you want to do for deals wise?
Um, just want to skill it up, to be honest, because I think right now, like I run solo, and I think if I hit certain metrics like 30 or 60 million per year, that's when I can start actually hiring like assistants.
Yeah, yeah,
And generally speaking, like it's good to know how to do stuff, but
yeah.
I kind of want to focus more on like actually getting the business, and then like gradually phase it out towards like I'll get the business, and then like somebody else just does it, and then I feel like if you specialize like
Yeah,
that, it'll be
yeah,
much
yeah.
better. Right now, like it's just me, right? Like I run solo, but eventually I would like to scale up to that point.
Okay,
Um, yeah, depending on what happens, right? I think I'm at a okay start. Like I'm just beginning. Like I used to work for TD, and now I work here.
okay.
So bridging that like relationship stuff and transferring books or whatever,
Yeah,
it does take time. Like I need momentum. But then again, I'm only like a month in, so
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure.
uh, sorry, one second.
No
Sorry
worries.
about that. I'm only like a month in, so I think um, give it another like half a year, I'm pretty much going to be picking up the pace. Like I already kind of am,
Yeah.
I'd say. So it is what it is. Time will tell.
Okay. Awesome. No, love that. So yeah, I appreciate you answering those. So just a little bit about us, who we are and what we do. We're a full service mortgage specialized marketing agency. So doing everything from A to Z for our clients to help build and scale their personal brand, and obviously bringing in new clientele with our unique paid advertising strategies on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, TikTok. Now we're based out of Canada. We're in Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, and Windsor. So we're not in the
Oh,
states,
nice. Okay.
really, is what I'm getting at. Now, our number one priority is getting results. That's quite literally the sole purpose of our service and what it is that we do. So you'll see how everything just sort of circles around that one main point as far as our service and how everything's just developed overall. Now, time is money. Like you just finished saying, you're a busy individual, you're a one man team, you're doing everything yourself. So the last thing we want to do is burden you with more work. We're not going to pass you a lead list of 400 people and say, okay, Timothy, cold call away, have at her, and let us know how many tire kickers you get a hold of. That's not exactly what we're looking to do. We want to be the marketing back end to someone's business. We want you to maybe wake up, 10 to 15 minutes earlier in the morning, log into our system, see the leads that have came in, look at the, conversations that are happening, listen to the call recordings our team is making, see if you have any new appointments. That's what we want to do. At the end of the day, if this is going to be a certain percentage of your business, say 20%, but it takes up 70% of your time, well, then your time's not being allocated correctly, and that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we want to make sure we're just, like I said, a marketing back end to your business. Now, we're not the biggest mortgage agency in the world. We're not working with 50, teams around you already as it is. That's how we like to operate. We like to keep people exclusive to our strategy, what it is that we do, and exclusive to our leads. We genuinely want to build long-term relationships and actually scale with individuals and take their overall business and career to the next level. And if you have 50 people in the same area and they're all getting the same leads, that's just doesn't make any sense to me. We have the privilege to be able to operate throughout the entire world being an online business. So I'd rather just get one individual in one area, scale with them, take their career to the next level, build that relationship, and do outreach in other areas as everything's being successful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, quick case study here. Here's a screen recording off of the back end of one of our clients' ad managers. So, this is the ads manager on Facebook and Instagram, Meta. Now, I don't like to develop a pretty case study because at the end of the day, anyone could just put whatever they want on a case study realistically. So, this is a screen recording off of their ad account. I figured it'd be a little bit harder to fraudulently make that. So, that was my whole thought
Sure.
behind doing this. So, these are results that we got within a 7-day period. We got them 6,453 impressions on the ad we were running. It got a click-through rate of 11.90%. Now, just so you know, from a metric standpoint, if you ever go to run a campaign by yourself, the industry average in the mortgage niche is 0.9% for a click-through rate. So this is basically how we split test and see if the actual ad we developed is good and people are clicking on it. So as you can
Okay.
clearly see. We're usually 12xing, 8xing, 9xing the industry average when it comes to getting people to actually click on the ad. So within a 7-day period, we were able to bring them 24 leads with a cost per lead of $2.65, and they spent
Oh,
$60
wow.
on advertising. So from these 24 leads, we were able to book 6 appointments in 7 days. Now, these appointments are not individuals that aren't showing up, or they show up and they work part-time at McDonald's and they have $2,000 saved up for an approval, whatever it may be. These are
Yeah.
actually good quality appointments. These appointments are
Okay.
deemed by the client. They're not even deemed by us. So when we say appointment, we mean like a deal. They should be able to close them. It's not just, oh, we booked you an appointment, then they don't show up. It's actually a real tangible individual.
Okay. So I assume this is something that like you would vet, right? Like you would actually vet them and then because this is your internal system, right? Like you have your
Yeah.
own sort of ad campaign that you run,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then you kind of vet. You have a system where you vet out the ones that are already sort of more qualified than just like the random person who's interested.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll go through the exact step-by-step process, but essentially, yeah, depending on the package, we do all the nourishing, all the vetting, all the qualifying, and booking appointments for you that go just directly into your calendar.
I see. Okay.
So just to briefly go over the creatives, the ad examples. Now, obviously, the ad examples are, the advertisements are a crucial part of marketing and advertising. You need to click on your ad in order for anything to happen in general. So the only reason I like to showcase this stuff is because for some reason people think we need to develop some sort of Super Bowl commercial quality ad and spend hundreds of dollars, creating something. We've done all that. We've spent 8 hours developing. We've spent, hundreds of dollars graphic designing, and that stuff just tanks. It's absolutely horrible. For whatever reason, the most basic and simplistic stuff works the best with a good call to action. So the home collage that you see right in the middle of your screen, that general ad idea has been the top performing creative for the last month and a half for all clients across the board. Now, what I mean by that is it's brought in the lowest average cost per lead of $3.50. It's brought in hundreds of leads and it's gotten hundreds of deals closed. So a simple ad like that works very, very well. Why that is, I don't know the psychology behind it, but we're always trying to find the next best, ad and what's going to
Sure.
perform.
As long as the numbers tell the truth, right?
Exactly. Now, we're a fairly young team. We're constantly studying the ad library, seeing, what other individuals are up to, what other teams, what other agencies are doing. And something we've consistently seen is the lack of video ads, the lack of user generated content, TikTok style ads being ran on Facebook and Instagram, being ran on platforms like YouTube and platforms like TikTok. So not only are video ads already scarce as it is, but now implementing a video ad on a platform like YouTube and a platform like TikTok, where the competition is slim to nothing, just explodes right away and results in a whole bunch of volume because, like I said, there is no competition. Now, our whole goal is to make your life as easy as possible. So we're not going to say, hey, Timothy, film a TikTok ad, come up with the idea, edit it, send it over to us once you're done, and we'll set up the campaign. No, we're going to provide you the video example. We'll provide you the script. We have a full service editing team. So your whole role is just to film the content, send us over the raw footage, and we handle it from there. So I'll show you a quick example and what this could look like. So we have a team of ISAs. Essentially, these individuals are trained for a 3-month period on what they're allowed to ask, what they're not allowed to ask, and then we use a script that we know gets a decent conversion rate as far as booking appointments. So depending on the package, we'll place one of these ISAs to work part-time or full-time within your business. They work Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day, managing the CRM, managing all the leads, making all the calls for you, and booking appointments on autopilot while you're out, going to an open house, doing a presentation at a church, whatever it may be. They'll be calling for you and booking appointments. Now, we also do an unlimited amount of dials. So if you have a past list of clientele, we do a lot of database reactivation, calling these individuals, just, reintroducing yourself. If they need everything, don't hesitate to reach out. Stuff like that works really, really well and results in a whole lot of new referrals. Now, just to go over exact 3-step strategy and precisely what it is that we're trying to do. So the first step is on Instagram and Facebook. We develop these campaigns. We let them run for a 4 or 5 day period. We're seeing what's going to work for you, your brand, your area, and overall we're split testing to see what's going to get you the lowest cost per lead. Now, depending on the package, we might also be running a video ad. If we are, we develop a video ad campaign and we create a custom audience of all individuals that hold a 25% retention rate on your video ad. So let's say after a month of advertising, we get 10,000 video views and 4,500 of these individuals hold a 25% retention rate. What we do is we create new advertisements on Instagram and Facebook, and we retarget that custom audience of 4,500 individuals with a small campaign budget. So we keep you top of mind. Now these individuals are higher quality. They're already familiar with who you are. So if they are interested in a service, they're going to opt in and they're going to turn into a new deal. So that's what we're doing on Instagram and Facebook. On YouTube, we fully shot this commercial style video. It's edited, survives, everyone's happy with it. And we're running this as an in-stream skippable YouTube ad. Now, the reason YouTube works so well is because the targeting that we're capable of doing on YouTube is quite literally insane. It's like the targeting used to be on Facebook back in 2012. So since YouTube and Google are partnered up, we're quite literally able to target people that are actively searching for a service. So people that are on Google searching for what are the current interest rates, looking for debt consolidation, looking for a specialist near me, top specialist to work with near me, everyone who's showing interest in a service and showing interest in the niche. And then later on that night, they jump into bed with a bag of chips to watch the TSN highlights from last night's game on YouTube, or watch Gordon Ramsay, or watch HGTV, whatever it may be. Those are the individuals that then get hit with your video ad, your commercial style ad. So they're a high quality target audience. They're most likely to actually take action and click on the ad, and they're turning into a high quality lead. So overall, your commercial would not be placed in front of some 7-year-old that stole their parents' iPad to watch Treehouse, essentially, is what we're getting at. The budget's being actually allocated correctly. Now, on Google, we're doing a simple SEO search Google ad. So if anyone's searching for a specialist near them, top specialist to work with near me, they're interested in service, you'll have a Google ad linked to your website, linked to our landing page. And what we're doing on there is just pretty simple and straightforward. Now, on TikTok, the TikTok algorithm is ridiculously strong. It's already studying users that are showing interest in finance-related content, following specialists, following brokers, stuff like that. So we run your video ad on open targeting of the area we want to target. The TikTok algorithm is going to place this ad in front of the users that have already shown some level of interest in the space, and the competition on there is slim to nothing. So we're going to collect a ridiculous amount of volume, and it's going to result in a whole bunch of new deals. Now, the whole goal of what we're doing across all these platforms is we're funneling all of this traffic to a landing page that we develop for our clients. On this landing page, there's a clear, concise call to action. Underneath, there's a survey where we get these individuals to fill out a variety of different questions like, how can we help you? We round off your services. Where are you currently employed? What's your yearly income? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we get them to answer a variety of different questions, and we turn them into what we like to call a hot lead and a qualified lead. So any individual, 98% of the time, that's going to take 10 minutes out of their life to fill out the instant form from one of the platforms, then get redirected to your landing page, then answer 9 different questions, then manually input their information once again, is turning into a deal or turning into an individual that you want in your pipeline regardless. No one's wasting 10 minutes out of their life just to fill out, the survey, just to fill it out for fun. They're actually, usually serious individuals. So the second step is the only way people can get to this landing page is by clicking on an advertisement. You can't search it. You can't get there any other way. So what this means is if you've visited the landing page, you've shown some level of interest because you've clicked on an ad, whether they liked you, whether they liked your video, whether they like the copywriting, whatever it may be, some level of interest was shown. So yet again, what we do is we place a pixel and a tracking code on this landing page. We create another custom audience. Let's say after a month, it's 1,000 people. We create new advertisements on Instagram and Facebook. We retarget that custom audience. So now they've already seen one of your ads. They've been to your landing page. They see your landing page video. They're seeing another new ad by you. And they're like, who is this guy? He's coming up all over my feeds. So when they are interested in a service, they're going to think of you. You stay top of mind. They opt in and they turn into a new deal. Now, the third step is if individuals are filling out these instant forms, they're filling out the survey, they're clicking submit, all this information gets automatically sent into our CRM. You would receive an internal notification saying, hey, Timothy, a new lead just entered the CRM. Hey, a hot lead just entered the CRM. The ISA team gets a notification to call these individuals right away. All of our email and SMS drip campaigns will get triggered. We send out greeting messages so we look professional, and we let these individuals know that someone's going to be in contact with them shortly. And then the whole process of nourishing, vetting, qualifying, and booking appointments will start to begin. So
that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a quick example of the landing page. Now, it hurts me to showcase this stuff because it's no Nike.com, it's no, Apple.com, but we've done all that. And for some reason, like I said, Same thing as the ads. The most basic and simplistic stuff just works the best and gets the best conversion rate. So that's basically all we're looking for. And this is what's gotten the best conversion rate. So very simple landing page. We'd have your personal branding on here. We'd have the bank's branding, whatever it is that you'd need to have on here. And then we just have a simple survey. So what are you looking to do? Purchase, home, refinance, whatever it is. We'd add all your services. What kind of home or investment, depending on what they click, obviously, goes to the correct questions. Do you currently have a realtor? What's your current living situation? Where are you currently employed? We got their yearly income. What's the best time to reach you? What's your yearly income? And then, are you serious about getting pre-approved, as we'll be in contact with you? And then we get them to manually input their information once again. Now, all these questions can be changed. They're different for everyone, especially depending on the services we're trying to push through the advertising, what it is that we're trying to do. But regardless, that's kind of how the survey looks, and we're basically qualifying these individuals. We're getting a bunch of information from them as far as making sure that they're actually serious. Now, the number one problem today with marketing and advertising in this niche especially is lead quality. That's what everyone struggles with. So we're trying to solve that through having this landing page, getting people to fill out 8 different questions, qualifying themselves, turning them into a hot lead. But another problem we stumbled upon was when we would call, or when you would call these individuals, it's always, who are you and why are you calling me? Hang up. Now, this got us thinking, rightfully so, it kind of makes sense. If they don't remember your username or see your profile picture from the ad, they don't necessarily really know who the survey is going to. They're just inquiring about the ad because they want whatever it is that they're inquiring about. So what we've done is, with some of our clients, we'll film evergreen landing page YouTube videos. Now, if you notice, you'll see a video auto playing underneath this survey. So the audio isn't on, obviously, because I'm presenting this, but basically what this video is it's an individual saying, hey, this is Timothy. Thanks for clicking on my Facebook ad. I appreciate you taking the time of your day to fill out the survey above. Make sure you fill it out so I can get a better understanding of how I can help you. Looking forward to meeting with you in person or chatting with you over the phone. I appreciate your time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, whatever it may be. So now, while these individuals are filling out the survey, they see what you look like. They can put a face to the business. People like people. They know what you sound like. They know your name. They know who they're filling out the survey for. So when we call on behalf of you and you say, hey, I'm just calling on behalf of Timothy Wang. We noticed you filled out his survey 30 minutes ago. We just have a couple of quick questions to ask you. Is now a good time? Oh, yeah, I remember I just filled out a survey. People can actually recollect and correlate this survey with an individual. Yeah, now's a good time. What's up? So it's increased the call quality by like 70% because people can actually, they know who this survey is going to. So when we call, it's not a shock to them. So here's the opportunity section. This is where you see your opportunities. So we have columns that say new lead, hot lead, dud, booked appointment with broker. If I scroll further down, it says closed deal, future client, long-term nurturing, stuff like that. So a new lead is an individual who has just filled out the instant form from one of the platforms. We got their name, email, and phone number. It's scraped from whatever platform. It could be wrong. It could be right. That's where everyone struggles with lead quality because they'll stop there and that'll be it. We're working these people through automations, through SMS and email. We're going to call them, try and get them to fill out the survey, try and book an appointment. That's what a new lead is. A hot lead is an individual who's been to your landing page, they filled out the survey, they've seen your landing page video, and they're pretty well qualified. So I click on their name. On the left-hand side, I see all the information they filled out in the survey. I give them a call, hopefully book an appointment with them, and then you would receive a notification. We booked an appointment for this time. Here's the contact name, all the notes on the meeting, and stuff like that. So I will get to the packages now and how that stuff works. So we operate on a 6-month contract. The reason being for this is the farthest thing from a get-rich-quick scheme. We're not going to advertise for a month and absolutely change your entire life and bring you 25 deals. If that was the case, I've probably cracked the mortgage advertising niche and this would be $1 billion business. But unfortunately, we actually do need to split test, see what's going to work for you, your brand, your area overall, and just need enough time to get results. Now, my reputation's on the line. All new clients we onboard, we genuinely want to make sure it's successful. Like I said at the beginning of this call, we're not the biggest mortgage agency in the world. We're not working with 50 people around you. You're not going to be just another grain of salt or number within our business. We actually want to make sure, this is successful for everyone, which is why we have the guarantee that we have, which I'm going to go over right now. But hence the 6 month contract for all of those reasons. So the first package is the basic package. There's no monthly retainers. What we have is a $2,500 setup fee. So it's a one-time fee. It's pretty straightforward to cover the setup. So it's a 7 to 14 day onboarding process. It's covering that whole process, covering the platforms and monthly subscriptions that we're putting you on over the next 6 month period. And that's basically what that is, a one-time fee. Now, we get paid $120 per booked appointment. So we're getting paid to get you deals essentially. Now, these appointments are deemed by you. So like I said at the start of this call, an individual doesn't show up, take them out of the booked appointment column. They show up and they are a waste of time, take them out of the booked appointment column. They show up and they're looking in the next year, that's not within our contract length, take them out of the booked appointment column. So it's all deemed by you, essentially to get you deals. We're here to make you money, and that's what we want to do. Now, could this be a loophole for us? Yes, because you could book 10 appointments and you could tell me that all 10 were horrible and all 10 showed up and they're great and they all turned into deals. But at the end of the day, we have full trust in any individual that we're working with, that we're in this to make as much money as we can together. So it's not really something I'm too worried about. Can we do investigating and digging and look into the appointments? Obviously we can, but we're never going to. So we just kind of have full faith in any clients we're working with that it's just, a trustworthy
That
sort
makes
of
sense. Yeah.
transaction. So we have a $20 a day ad spend. Essentially, we've ran millions of dollars worth of mortgage ads, and this is what we've come to realize that we need to essentially get results to make it worth our time and obviously make it worth your time. Now, if we were to run the campaign 24/7, 30 days straight throughout the entire month, this would be $600. That is never the case. I'm going to show the max that it possibly could be, which is $20 a day, but it's never that. It's a variable cost. Depending on, we might pause the campaign for 5 days to change the creative, split test copywriting, split test the landing page. 1 month it could be 330, 1 month it could be 450, 520, 375. You get the idea. It's a variable cost. Now, with this package, we're running Instagram and Facebook ads, landing page development, weekly ad reports, biweekly creatives, biweekly meetings, and your role in this package is to call the leads and hopefully book the appointments for yourself. That's your role in the basic package. Now, we have an ROI guarantee. Pretty self-explanatory with what that means, but I know a lot of agencies, a lot of people in general have their guarantees, but I'm going to explain ours to you and exactly what it is that we mean by it. So if after this 6 month period, you do not receive a return on investment, not only on just a setup fee, but also all your marketing dollars, if you do not receive a return on investment, we'll fully refund you whatever it is that you've paid us. We'll apologize for wasting your time. We'll continue to work for free to show you that we're a very young, determined, and motivated team. We know that what we do does work, will work, and has worked for everyone, which is why we're able to implement the strong guarantee that we have. And that's essentially what we're trying to showcase through only working with one individual per area and only taking on 3 people a month, just to maintain the quality. And like I said, our whole thing is about building long-term
That's incredible.
relationships.
Okay.
And that's why we have the guarantee that we have. So the next package is a silver package. It's $2,500 more than the basic because we're doing, a lot more setting up, obviously, as you can see here. The pricing model is the same, $120 per booked appointment. We have a $30 a day ad spend, so max $900. Like I said, it's a variable cost. It's never $900. It could be $620, $720, $540. Now we're running Instagram and Facebook ads. We're running YouTube and Google ads. We're running TikTok ads. You're getting a part-time ISA to manage the CRM, manage all the leads, make all the calls for you, and book appointments for you on autopilot. Biweekly creatives, biweekly meetings. We're also now implementing video ads for the certain platforms, so we handle all the scripting and editing behind the videos, landing page development, and a return on investment guaranteed once again. So same thing as the basic package, just with the silver. 2 more packages here. So, just 1 more. I'm not going to go over the gold one just because that's more for teams and whatnot. The content I don't need to go over because the bank restrictions are just too extravagant. So last is consulting. Basically, it's a month-to-month contract, $397 per month. Everything I went over throughout this entire call, we teach individuals how to do it themselves within their own business. Not something I think you'd be totally interested in, as you're already super busy as it is. So I don't know if you want to really learn how to do everything, but it is
Most likely
something.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, it is something we offer just for more so new people getting into. But
Sure. I do
yeah,
have some questions.
yeah, for sure.
So like this all sounds great to me. The only concern that I have is what I think is possible for me to do just to stay within compliant reasons,
Mhm.
is so that like if you have like a specific service, and it sounds to me like it's the basic one where simply leads are just generated to me,
Mhm.
and then if I can call them,
Yeah.
then I don't think there would be any problems. The only issue that I potentially think would have problems is like like everything about the ads is great. Like if I was a broker, I would say like sign me up for like silver like right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only problem that I have is that um,
The actual
there are
ad.
like there are restrictions, right? Like I
Yeah.
can't post like my like own things
Hmm.
or third party agency things that are not associated with the bank. That's like my biggest choke point,
Yeah.
right? So if you do have something that's just straight up like leads generation, and like this is what
Yeah.
is
We're not
possible.
doing any posting.
Yeah. So if I can like give you like some of the posts, and like for you to manage account or just like use that kind of material, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's just that and it's like my face on the page or whatever.
Hmm.
And then if you can run stuff through that,
Hmm.
and then leads get generated through me there, that's completely okay, right? And then I can call them. I can do the or um, like basically it can't be any third party with BMO, and I have to actually double check on that as well to see if there are any further restrictions. That's the only thing that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it'd
so
probably be the same process as working with the individual that we worked with that was also with RBC. We had to do like some stuff like that with her as well. She would do the calls and whatnot. So yeah, what I would do is I would just ask to make sure, like say, hey, I'm thinking of running ads. Like, what's like the main restrictions I should look for? Because obviously all banks
yeah,
are different.
because if I ask my manager and he's like, there are like as long as you like make sure that it's just you, and then like uh, there is no because you mentioned like you are an agency, right?
Yeah.
So like when these ads are run or when like these leads are generated, like does it will it show like your
No,
like
it's all
branding
it's
or
all no, it's all off your accounts.
okay, then that shouldn't be too much problem. Let me double check because I am pretty on board with this. Like I'm very very interested.
Mhm.
I worked with one of these mortgage agencies like before,
Yeah.
back when I was just only an assistant for somebody else,
Mhm.
and they were a broker, but I wasn't. But
Yeah.
like I know like how powerful these things can be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I'm very very on board with this. The only thing is that I'm concerned about is like
Just making
the
sure the rules.
liability and yeah, and the restrictions from the bank. Like if I was a broker, no problem. The
Yeah.
only thing that kind of sucks is that I'm not, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
So,
no worries though. We've
uh,
worked with one before, so yeah. I guess what I can do is I'll send you over an
yeah.
email
So if
with
that
packages.
works out, like, were they also a specialist or were they like something else for
Yeah,
RBC?
they were a specialist. Yeah,
They were also a specialist, right? So if it worked out for them, then I'm pretty sure the rules would be similar.
mhm.
I'm going to ask my manager to see what's possible.
Yeah,
And if it is, most likely what I think is possible or what I can be allowed to do is to actually just simply receive the leads and just like action them on myself,
yeah, yeah.
right? And as for ads and things like that, um, it would have to be like I can record like videos of myself,
The
and
basic won't require any videos, so we should be good.
yeah, I could probably record them myself and like use like BMO generated content
Yeah.
because I have like this entire page where it's just like the BMO social media guys just churning ads and churning
Okay.
stuff out, and they're like, "This is the stuff that you can use. Don't
Okay.
use anything else. You're not allowed to use anything else."
Yeah.
So I could use that. I could churn my, you know, do like some creative kind of stuff that I'll probably consult with you,
Yeah.
and then try to make it sort of intertwined.
Okay.
And then like as long as the lead generation comes in and like I get access to a leads board, I don't mind calling. Right, I'm okay with calling. I
Perfect.
think that's what's going to be the best, so that like I don't get in trouble and you don't
Yeah.
get in trouble and
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody's okay.
Yeah. For sure.
Right?
For
Yeah.
sure.
So can you give me till the end of this week?
Yep.
I'm gonna call my manager because he's not in today, and
Yep.
tomorrow I do have somewhere else to be. So probably Thursday is when I'm gonna be talking to him.
For
I'll
sure.
give you a finalized response on Friday. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. What I'll do is I'll send you over an email with the packages I presented to you as well, so you can just have them on hand. And then yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please
I'll
do,
follow
please
up on
do.
Friday
Yeah, please do. I'll take a look at them,
for sure.
and I will see if it's allowed. Because super on board.
For sure.
I'm like really really excited for it. I
Mhm.
need to make sure that like I'm not breaking any of the rules.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, 100%. We'll make sure of that. So, yeah, I'll send you over that email, and then we can follow up on Friday. If you have any questions prior to then, just feel free to send me an email. And yeah, hopefully it all works out, and then we can just start,
Of course,
doing the
yeah.
onboarding process.
Yeah, I know brokers have a little bit more autonomy. I do have a buddy who is a broker
Mhm.
that I used to work with. Um, I'll talk to him. You mind if I like maybe send over his contact information as well? Um, Probably Friday because I think some of the stuff might be better for him. I can't actually utilize the full advantages, but
For sure.
um, I'll see. It's I'm super excited. So I
Yeah,
hope my
no, for
manager
sure.
says yes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, for sure. And what, where are you like specifically located in? Because I forget
I am
the.
located in BC, Vancouver.
Okay, it's in
So
want. What's it?
Coquitlam, the Tri Cities.
Quillen. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was born in Toronto, so I'm from
Okay,
the East
that's super cool.
Coast. Yeah. Moved here when I was 6.
That's cool.
So that's it is what it is. How long you been in the business for? How long you been doing this?
Yeah, so it's been about 3.5 years of strictly specializing in this niche as far as that goes. But yeah,
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, good for you,
yeah,
man. I bet like the Eastern market is much better than the Western one. Like here, it's just the prices that are expensive.
yeah,
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll connect with you
awesome.
again on Friday. Thank you
Sounds
so much
good.
for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you as well.
Um, you have my phone number, right?
I believe I do. I'll probably contact via
You
email. Is
texted
probably
me earlier,
best.
I assume.
Yeah, that was actually an automated, so I do have your number though.
Sure. Yeah. Email me. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Let me get back to you Friday, probably during. You're based on Eastern time, so like I'll try to call you before 1 or 3 p.m. So it'll be like in the morning.
Yeah,
But Thursday is when I'll talk to my manager to see what's doable. And
awesome.
then, by some miracle, if he's like, hey, like it's okay, like you do whatever you want, then we'll go from there as well. But do send me the details.
Yeah, I will. Sounds good, Timothy. I appreciate your time, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks, Carter.
Okay,
Yeah, take care,
have a
man.
good day.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.